Thanks, Minister, one of the most popular slogans chanted by the 200,000 people who took to the streets at the weekend was "Enda Kenny in your ivory tower, this is called people power." And I just wonder, as the Labour Party in the Shannon rebels against this government over a water referendum, as crisis clearly is gripping this government in the face of a massive popular rebellion against the hated water tax, should you now be telling your European counterparts that you may not be in government the next time the European Council meets? Because the people of this country have finally lost patience with the cruel injustice of €8 billion being taken out in interest on a debt that is not the debt of the citizens of this country, sucked out in order to pay off the bondholders and financial institutions in Europe, while ordinary people are being crushed with water taxes, with home taxes and with all the other austerity cuts and charges. I wonder, in all seriousness, Minister, should you not now be telling that to your European counterparts, that you may not be in government the next time you meet, because the people have had enough and are rising up against you? And of course, it is the supreme irony that the new EU Commissioner for Ireland is the very minister who has his fingerprints all over this shambles, this fiasco that is Irish water and the water charges. Doesn't it say everything about governments in ivory towers utterly out of touch with the people they are supposed to represent, that the minister who was responsible for this debacle is to be rewarded with the highest position we can give an Irish politician in the European bureaucracy? It is really beyond belief. And isn't this, in some ways, the answer to the question which the European leaders were debating among themselves, is why is the European economy on its knees? Why is investment down? Why are they panicking now about the lack of growth? And that the answer to that question is, we don't have the money to invest in our economy, in developing real and sustainable economic growth in this country or in Europe, because we are being sucked dry by the banks, the financial institutions, sucking €8 billion out of this economy and out of the pockets of our citizens, and similarly that the European economy has been devastated by the cost of putting bankers and bondholders and financial institutions ahead of the needs of ordinary citizens and the need to invest in real economic activity to generate genuine and sustainable economic growth, rather than the bubble economy and the corporate vulture economy that Europe has shoved down our throats, and that your government and the last government have shoved down our throats for the last 25 years. Isn't that the message you must now take to our European counterparts? That if they don't lay off and give us a break, that you will be swept out of power by a movement of people power, and that indeed it won't be too long before other governments in Europe face the same rebellion, unless they actually get out of their ivory towers and listen to the voices of the people.
Thank you, Deputy Chair.